slide for the V. I'ma slide for the V. Yeah, I'ma keep it right for the V. Can you put it on me?
Welcome to my channel. So I'm going to tell you about the time I lost my virginity. Got my V card swiped. Oh, and by the way, this is my booby. His name is Jay. Well, his real name is Juvie, but his nickname is Jay. But I call him Booby. But okay, yeah. Let's get to the story. We're gonna call the boy Jelly Bean. So me and Jelly Bean, I had met him 8th grade year at Carver. I had got held back, so I had repeated the 8th grade. Mind you, I didn't know anybody there, so I was like, well dang, I was just like, okay. And I was just quiet, and yeah. So me and Jelly Bean, we had met on the first day of school. First day of school, we had like this Chinese rice or something and chicken. I had ate the chicken out because like the chicken was real good, so I had ate the chicken out the box, and it was like in an actual Chinese container. So I had opened it, ate the chicken out, and I closed it back. And I forgot I had ate the chicken out. And he had came to me in lunch. He was like, "Oh, you want your food?" I was like, "No." So then he's like, "All right, can I have it?" I said, "Yeah." So he got my food, and he had left. And then that same day, it was after lunch. I was like, I think he had chips in his hand. So I was like, "Oh, you owe me a bag of chips because I gave you my food." And he was like, he started laughing. He was like, "No, I don't owe you nothing." But he was like, "But I got you." And I'm like, okay. I didn't know I was gonna talk this much, but yeah. Fast forward, he was always walking me to class. He was always walking me to my bus, and we just like became cool. And then people was like, "Oh, are you Jelly Bean?" Jelly Bean. People was like, "Are you and Jelly Bean dating?" And I was like, "No." And it was like, "Oh, he like you." And I'm like, "No, he doesn't." And then they was like, "Yes, he do, because he's always walking you to class and he always walk you to your bus, so he like you." And then I thought about it. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I know he had asked me out. I think it was on a Friday. He asked me out on his birthday. And I think it was a Friday because, like, before I didn't have feelings for him. I just saw him as a friend because I didn't think he liked me like that. So I saw him as a friend. But then that Wednesday, I know it was a Wednesday. That Wednesday, I started catching feelings. And I lied. He did not ask me out Friday. He asked me out that Sunday, because that Sunday it was his birthday. And like he lived in the city next to me. And the school that we went to, the school was in my city. So it was this place, but he told me to come. And my mom was really overprotective and stuff, and she really wouldn't like let me go places, even though like the place was like down the street from where I lived, and she still didn't let me go. So I'm like, okay. Oh, so the way he had asked me out, he was on the phone, because like, you know, we was on the phone and stuff, always calling each other. So he was on the phone, and he was like, that's when Fetty Wap was popular. Like, he just came out. He had sung a song. He told me he had a dream or something, but he didn't want to tell me a dream. And then he was like, "I got something to ask you." I said, in my head, I'm like, Then I'm like, okay, what you gotta ask me? And then he was like, he sung a song from Fetty Wap. It was like, oh man, what was the song? I should have, dang, what was the song? It was a Fetty Wap song, and he sung it. I think it was like, I don't remember, but yeah, he asked me out, and we took our first picture. I'm going to insert it here. But yeah, fast forwarded like a year and a half. You know, we was on and off. And then, like, okay, so January hit. He was dating this girl, his ex. I'm pretty sure y'all know if y'all watching my thing. if you knew me in 8th grade. But yeah, he was dating her. Then they broke up after Valentine's Day. So then we got back together at the end of February. Then March. From March, we was like trying to be grown and doing grown things. So we was trying to do it, like trying to have sex, like about, I would say about like once a week, to like we would try it and try it and try it, because you know it hurts, like it hurts. And I was like that small. And then I'm not gonna lie, now what made me mad is that, well, I really wasn't mad. People at the school, they was like, oh yeah, she's not a virgin. How you gonna tell me when I'm not and I was a virgin? Like, seriously, who the hell did I fuck? Like, they were just spreading so much rumors about me. But anywho, that's for another video. He would come to my house around like 2, 3 at night. 2, 3 at night. And then he'll leave about 5-ish. Yeah, he'll sneak through my window. But, you know, I was young. I was like 8th grade. But yeah, and then one night he came, I think he came around 2-ish. And then like we was in missionary, and he was like, oh, if we go slow it's gonna hurt. And I was like, if we go fast it's gonna hurt. And he was like, it's not gonna hurt that bad if we go fast, it's gonna hurt either way. So then I was like, we going slow. And he was like, okay, fine, whatever. So then we was going slow, and it hurted like hell. Well, hurted isn't a word, but it was hurting like hell. Like hell. It was hurting. Seriously. It did not feel nice. Listen, if you're still a virgin, honestly, keep it. I don't regret it, but I'm just telling you to keep it. Because, like, you will regret it. Because at some point in time, I did regret it. But now I'm just like, okay. But I wish I can still be one again. But yeah, then as we kept trying, he just got like, he was like, oh my gosh, he got impatient basically. And then he just held my hands like this, like he was like this, and my arms like this, and he was like this, you know. And he just like shoved it in, just shoved it in, and I couldn't do nothing. I was like, but that's not the point. But yeah, then I was like, oh my gosh. Then he was like, does it hurt? I'm like, yes. Then he was like, okay, I'm not gonna move until you tell me to. And I was like, okay, you can start moving. So then like he started moving. The first like 5 strokes, it was hurting like fuck. Like it was hurting like fuck. Like fuck. Like hurting like fuck. So then, but after that, it started easing up. But it felt like I had to fart. Like, I'm not the only person that said that. I was talking to like other girls about it. And they felt the same way. Like they felt like they had to fart. I know it sounds nasty, but they feel like you gotta fart. But yeah, that's what it felt like. And it was that way for like the first, like I want to say like the first 7-8 times, because like I'm not used to it. So like the first 7-8 times that we had sex, it was hurting. But yeah, and we was dating for like 2 years. Our date is September 13, 2016. 2016, yeah, 2016. So yeah, that's my story. And like it's so crazy because like I had fought this one girl. That's gonna be another story time. That's gonna be like the next, that's probably gonna be like the next story time that I do. Is about the girl who I fought. I threw pee on her and she was bleeding. But I was gonna wait till I get 200 subscribers and post it, but I might post it sooner than I thought. But yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. I think it's over here. Or over here. Either or. Like and subscribe. I'm going to try to put a cut there right there. But yeah. Thank you.